Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Steph Curry reacts to Jimmy Butler's big game. The Golden State Warriors had their backs against the wall on Tuesday night as they hosted Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks at Chase Center. The big issue for the Warriors was that Steph Curry was unable to take the court after the team decided to give him the night off on the second night of a back-to-back set. As it turns out, however, Curry's absence wasn't a problem at all for Golden State, thanks in large part to the heroics of Jimmy Butler. The six-time All-Star had one of his best games in a Warriors uniform since his mid-season blockbuster trade, finishing with a game-high 24 points, 8 rebounds and 10 assists. Butler led the charge for the Warriors in Curry's stead, carrying the team to a 104-93 victory against one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. Curry took to Instagram not long after the win, posting a wordless reaction to Butler's big game. The former back-to-back NBA MVP shared the Warriors post announcing Butler as the player of the game while also adding a distinctive coffee emoji as his caption. Curry could have been referencing Butler's Big Face Coffee Company, which the five-time All-NBA forward has turned into a full-blown money-generating business enterprise. He's a pretty good basketball player too, and his strong performance against the Bucks is a clear testament to the same. Since joining the team in February, the Warriors have gone 15-2 with Butler on the court. Curry, on the other hand, is set to return to action on Thursday when the Warriors host the Toronto Raptors at home. Is Brandon Pody becoming the Warrior next great guard when Steph Curry sits? Most Warriors fans instinctively brace for offensive stagnation. It's oftentimes been the basketball equivalent of your internet cutting out right when you're about to win a video game. Something bad is about to happen and there's not much you can do about it. But Tuesday night against Bucks told a different story, one where Brandon Podmski isn't just filling minutes in Curry's absence, he's actively hunting for his moment to shine. As in his first game back from injury, he dropped 17 points on 4 of 7 shooting from deep with 7 rebounds against Milwaukee. That's not just confidence, folks, that's the kind of hunger that championship supporting casts are built on. Per NBC Sports, the Warriors are now 7-3 this season in games where Curry sits, and Podski is averaging 13.9 points, 6.4 rebounds and 4.8 assists in those contests. Curious about exactly how rare Pod's performance was, I dove into StatHead to examine how many Warriors guards since the 2014-15 season have managed to hit the threshold of 4+ three-pointers, 17+ points and 7+ rebounds in a single game. The results tell a story that should have Warriors fans giddy about the future. Stephen Curry, 117 instances 2014-15 to 2024-25. Klay Thompson, 19 instances 2014-5 to 2022-23. D'Angelo Russell, for instance, 2019-20 to 2019-20. Dante DiVincenzo, for instances 2022-23 to 2022-23. Brandon Podmski, for instances 2023-24 to 2024-25. Damon and Lee, 3 instances 2018-9 to 2019-20. Jordan Poole, 3 instances 2021-22 to 2022-23. Kent Bazemore, 2 instances 2020-21 to 220-21. Moses Moody, 1 instance 2021-22 to 2021-22. To Anthony Melton, 1 instance 2024-25 to 2024-25, but he healed 1 instance 2024-25 to 2024-25. Let that sink in roughly a season and a half of NBA action, Podmski has already accumulated as many of these high-impact statistical performances as D'Angelo Russell and Dante DiVincenzo, and more than Jordan P. did during his entire Warriors tenure. Knocking down 4 triples and grabbing 7 boards in a close contest is the kind of versatility that wins playoff games, and let's not forget he's putting up numbers like this while being the 19th pick in the draft. He wasn't picked to be a lottery selection expected to change a franchise. What makes the Podmski Particularly fascinating is that it validates the Warriors front office decision to move on from both Klay Thompson and P. When those moves happened, many questioned if Golden State had adequate replacements in the pipeline. Turns out they did. They just weren't household names yet. Pods isn't just accumulating counting stats either. He's becoming the perfect complementary guard for the Warriors system. Elite rebounding from the guard position, showing exceptional glass cleaning ability for a 6'4" and guard, consistently punching above his weight class on the boards. Defensive tenacity led the league in charges drawn as a rookie, pulling down more charges than 20 entire NBA teams. Efficiency in limited touches, doesn't need 20 shots to make his presence felt. Floor awareness, already displaying the basketball IQ of a 10 veteran. This isn't to suggest Podziemski is the next Klay or that he's already better than the pool party was, but the early returns suggest the Warriors identified something special in Pods that many the teams missed entirely. What separates good role players from great ones is how they respond when thrust into larger responsibilities. Some shrink from the moment, others, like Podsme, actively understand that aggression in basketball isn't just about hunting your own shot but about applying constant pressure in multiple ways, and Pods is proving he's something like a Swiss Army knife since he burst onto the scene in his rookie year last season. Podziemski became the first Warriors rookie since Chris Webber 1993-94 to record at least 600 points, 400 rebounds and 200 assists. He was the only rookie to lead his team in plus-minus plus 264, and now he's building on that foundation with performances that place him in statistical company with franchise icons for a Warriors team navigating the delicate balance between extending the Curry era and building for the future. Podziemski represents the perfect bridge player. He can contribute meaningfully to a championship pursuit while simultaneously developing into a potential cornerstone for the next iteration of the team. Coach Steve Kerr clearly trusts him, deploying Pods in critical moments and increasingly complex roles. Draymond Green has taken him under his wing, imparting defensive wisdom and competitive fire, and most importantly, Curry himself seems to appreciate what Podziemski brings to the table. The ultimate stamp of approval in Warriors land. The next great Warriors guard title isn't something to bestow lightly, especially given the franchise's storied backcourt history, but the early evidence suggests Podziemski could be working his way into that conversation one lick chop at a time, and for a 19th pick who wasn't even expected to crack the rotation as a rookie, that's enough to make the rest of the league question what they missed in their pre-draft evaluations. Miami Heat legend Udonis Haslem fears Jimmy Butler impact at Golden State Warriors will run out. I will say Jimmy Butler has helped to rejuvenate the Golden State Warriors after a dramatic fell-off in December and January. There, Golden State Warriors found a savior for themselves as Jimmy Butler propelled them for a dramatic turnaround. Coming off his unhappy exit from the Miami Heat, Butler immediately provided the Warriors with renewed hope to contend for a title from being stuck at the middle of the pack. The Dubs have taken a leap atop the Western Conference standings as they are now at the number 6 spot, 40-29. With Butler, the Warriors have won 15 of their last 17 games. When the star forward is on the court, the Butler acquisition was deemed a major success by a renowned NBA analyst after the team's failed attempt to reunite with Kevin Durant. But not everybody is convinced in discussing Butler's stellar play and impact. No other figure beyond Udonis Haslem is pretty much familiar with what Butler can bring to the table. For 4 seasons, Sam witnessed how Butler carried the Miami Heat on his back. He forged a solid relationship with him, even up to the point that he seemingly defended the star forward from his heated conflict with Pat Riley. While he is impressed by the new chapter that Butler is savoring in the Bay Area, the Miami legend meanwhile wonders if there are other factors to the Warriors' success too. This is no Jimmy hate, but I will say that the record has been a little bit favorable to Golden State right now. Haslem said in ESPN's NBA Today, "I'm looking at the record of the teams that they've played and we're talking about 312 wins to 364 losses. I would argue that some of these teams they probably could have beaten without Jimmy. Now Jimmy has given them a boost. It's like a shot of whiskey right now, but we'll see if it lasts throughout the playoffs." And you fan, what do you think about Udonis Haslem situation? Write to us in the comments.